Okay, so my Goosebumps review. Okay, so I'm actually really damn proud of this. It's
Yes, sir.
probably one of my best episodes I've ever made, and I'm super
Yes,
goddamn
sir.
proud of it. So, the whole premise of the storyline, I guess I can explain it now, was that I wanted to
Yes,
do
sir.
something like this for a while.
Hello and welcome to
So,
the literary
the
lecture
entire
and
premise
the
of this was
Halloween
that whole
Halloween
thing
in the
inside my
Lair.
head thing
This week
was
we're looking
like,
at
I
Goosebumps.
wanted to do something like this,
Yeah, it's a
but I
kids book,
wanted
but
Mike
it's
Sano to
Halloween
be
and
the
I have
one to
a
have the
short
thing in his
story
head, but I
length
could
for
never figure out how to
everybody.
make that
So,
work.
let's
So,
get to it.
I did me.
Man, his
And
mind is weird.
that scene right there. The reason it's in a blue filter is one, I wanted to differentiate it, and also the reason my outfit's different is I wanted to differentiate it, show how I quote unquote see myself in my own mind. And I honestly like how this video came out. It's probably the best storyline finale I've ever made, and there's not a lot to compare it to. But what I can compare it to was terrible. So, pretty much, all I can really say about this so far, since, I'm currently watching the theme song, is that Goosebumps is a book, and I love the Goosebumps book, and I wanted to do them for a while. But,
So a bit of a backstory into the world of
I
Goosebumps. For
kind of give the backstory here,
Goosebumps is a
so
children's
I don't
horror
really give any
series
backstory
made by the
on
author
my
R.L.
thing with
Stine.
Goosebumps.
It's about the
God,
basic
R.L.
horror
Stine is
concept,
a
but made for
scary-looking
kids.
man, isn't
And
he?
don't think
I'm
that's
very
all.
sorry I
Some of
gave you
these
that
stories are
really
downright
close-up picture.
terrifying. And there are a ton
Yeah,
of
so more
sequels.
into the production.
Plus, there were 3
There were a few
anthologies,
people I asked
which is
about
what we're
this,
looking at
like,
today.
what they
Yeah,
thought,
the
and they thought
entire
it was good,
anthology
interesting.
collection is in this
I
book.
mean,
We're only taking a look at 3 today.
I like it, and that's what's
Those
important.
3
And
are A Werewolf
as far as my
in Paradise,
videos go,
P.S.
this
Don't
has
Write Back,
38
and The Murder
views,
School.
and
The
that's
first story
better
starts
than
off
my
with a boy, Brian,
normal
at the camp.
average. My
He
average
doesn't want to
is
go as
10
they're
views
nervous since it's teen camp.
on a good
He used to go
video.
to the kids'
If
camp.
my video is
He
good,
hates
and
now.
sometimes
His
I
mother
admit
tells him that
they're not.
the time is coming, and he'll
So,
feel better after
you
that.
know,
I assume she means puberty,
yeah.
where your voice
So,
gets deeper, you grow hair in weird
you
places,
know,
and you start to notice girls. And it
it's,
can be rough. I mean, remember how it was
yeah,
on
so
Joe
38
Fox?
views, though I tend to do better with my views
In the kids'
when I
camp, they were always
include,
told that there were werewolves living in
Gabby
the camp.
Terrell,
They were
headed
Brian,
mistress on,
Kevin, the token ginger
from
kid, and
Tumblr
the
if you
3
follow
alpha
her.
males of the camp.
But
Jake,
I don't know
Phil,
why.
and
I
Doug.
think she just
During a
has so
baseball
many
game,
more
Brian
followers
sees
than I
Doug
do
cheat,
that if
so
she
Jake
puts it
then
onto
dissuades
Tumblr,
Brian to
more
live with the
people see
legendary
it,
crew,
which is
and
why
Doug does as
I
well.
think I should just have
And
her
Donald
host the
smiles
show
again
from
with
now
danger
on.
gone.
Just give the show to
Jake
her,
thinks this is perfect.
because the show
Well,
gets better
Brian
views when
checks the
she's
date
on
of
it.
the full moon
You
and
know,
finds
she
out
could
that
do my
Jake
job for
isn't
me.
a
I have
hero.
no doubt
When
that
he's
she could
alone at the
probably do it
cabin, he hears
better
rustling
than
and
me.
growling from
She's
outside,
much better in front of a
and he thinks
camera
it's
than I
Phil,
am.
who must also
None of
be a
her,
werewolf. Then he
I
finds
mean,
out that Kevin and Jake
none
are
of the videos that I've ever seen her in
trick
does
by
she
taking
ever
pills, but it doesn't work.
screw up a line.
Very fast.
And I commend
The
her
next
for
night,
that.
he's cornered
And,
by all
you
the
know, I
crew,
don't know why
and
I'm
right before
talking
they
about it
attack, they take
here.
off
I
their
should be
masks,
talking about that
revealing
on one of the
that
other
it was
videos, so
all
I'll
a
stop
joke.
talking.
And then
But,
Brian feels weird.
yeah,
His stomach
you
is
know.
growling, his body feels itchy, and he becomes a werewolf.
So,
The other campers run
yeah.
away, and then he realizes
So,
he is hungry
you know,
and
it's,
gives chase. Still think these are for kids?
you know,
I believe that
yeah.
about 4 murders just
Goosebumps
occurred.
is not
This
a
isn't any
kid's
children's
book.
horror story.
Not by any
Next up
stretch
is
of
P.S.
the
Don't
word.
Write Back.
It's
about a
kind
kid
of
named David going to
friggin'
camp, and he
insane.
loves it there. Except the camp director is a bit of a
And,
douche. And he also hasn't
I wanted
received
to
any
make a
letters from
reference
home.
to,
All his
Salute My
friends got
Shorts
letters and
in
care packages,
this
but
one.
he didn't get
Was that
any.
the
When
I
he
can't
does,
remember.
it's a bit suspicious.
That
It
Nickelodeon
says that
show
they
about
aren't
the
coming for
camp.
visiting
I
day,
think it
and
was
that his
Salute Your
sister
Shorts.
visiting.
I'm not
They
sure.
always come for visiting
But I wanted to
day
make a
according to
reference,
him,
but I
and
couldn't
that's
figure out how to
odd.
work one
And his
in. I'm
sister
kind
was
of
a
angry
status
about
wife.
that.
He left, so she couldn't possibly miss him.
And,
Okay, I get the first one, but unless your sister
I
runs you in
realized
dick,
that,
she has to miss you a little bit. It seems like she teases him,
you
and
know,
you'd miss having
this
the
is
one
kind of
kid that you
not
tease having around them,
what
having them
I
around to
should be
tease you.
doing in the
But
commentary, just kind of
whatever. And the letter
muttering and
also said
stuff,
P.S.
but
don't
I
take it back,
honestly
which
have
is
nothing to
also
say
weird.
about the content
The
up
next
until
one
the
is even
end,
weirder.
but I
It
can't
says that
just
he's being
skip over
sensitive
it.
with his elderly uncle.
Uh, you
David
know,
freaks out and tries
I
to get him a
guess
phone,
what I
but he
could
only gets
say
the machine.
is that I had a lot of
He
fun with
examines the
this
letter
one,
closely and discovers that it's not for
you
this
know,
camp. It's for another one. He's at
it
Timber
was
Lake Hills, and these were for
probably
Timber
one of the most
Lane
fun
Hills.
reviews I've ever
And it's
made.
odd that the names and relatives
Although
coincide,
there are
but that's
reviews I'll
not
say are my
important,
better
because
ones,
he plans to go
this
find
was
the other
really
David,
fun to
because
make,
that kid
and
probably
it
has his
let me
letters.
expand Mike Sano
He
as a
rows across the
character.
lake to the
I
other
don't
camp,
want
and
him
he
to
sees
just be
abandoned,
another one of
but
the
there's a bony kid that
million
points him in the
Insano
direction of the other
clones.
David. At
I
that
want him
point,
to be his
I'd
own
have done a
character,
Scooby-Doo,
and
oh,
I know that's tough
okay,
considering
run
that he's
thing,
basically
but I
just
guess he's
an
not as big a
Insano
scaredy
clone,
cat as I am.
but
The other David is a freak.
I'm working on
He
turning him to
starts
his own
screaming at our
character,
David,
and I
asking
give him
who he
good
is,
character
but they can't
development
see him
here.
here.
I'm
He runs
probably going
back
to
to
do
the
that
boat and
later
dashes back
on.
to
He'll
camp,
probably get a lot of
where the
good
director says that his mother called and that they had went away,
character
explaining the
development
lack of
in
letters and
in
calls,
later
but
videos.
David
I
interrupts,
want to do
raving about
something
the
with
other camp,
Christmas, but
which
I
the director
don't know if
said
I could
burned
get it
down
done in time.
30
I mean,
years
December starts
ago.
tomorrow, so practically. So
David
I don't
checks
know
the
if I can
envelope
do
again and
that,
he checks
but
the date, which is
I'm
July
hoping I can
10th,
get some sort of Christmas storyline, or at least like
1964.
something included in it. And oh yeah, the dun dun dun, that was
And the
overdone
final
on
story
purpose.
is
I'm
The
sorry
Perfect School,
if it
which is
annoyed
the best
anyone.
story that was adapted into an
But
episode of the television
oh
show,
yeah, and
second
The
only to
Perfect
The
School.
Haunted
That's
Mask.
probably
The
one of
story
my
is about a problem
favorite
child, Brian O'Connell. They send
episodes of
him
a
to
TV show,
the
and I'm so
perfect
happy it
boarding
was
school for a
adapted
2-week course.
in the
He
show.
makes friends with a
I'm
kid
kind
named
of
CJ on the
sad
way
that
in,
it didn't turn
and they
out to
soon
be the best
graduate,
adaptation,
who are all in
and
gray
frankly,
uniforms
I
and have a
prefer
gray
the
suitcase.
adaptation
Kind of like
to
those
the
clone kids from
episode
Spy Kids. They all get
because
assigned numbers, which are now their names. Still
the
think
whole
these are dumb
robot
kid
thing never
stories?
made sense
We
to
have the
me, but the
Hitler allegory
clones
right
made
off the bat
sense. I
in this
mean,
one.
clone a kid.
Brian's number
It's
is
virtually, I mean,
116.
I'm pretty sure the
They're
parents would
taken out of
find out it
rooms
was
which
a
are
robot
basic
when
and
they
the
went to
basic
go to the
necessities.
doctor and
You know,
took
the normal
blood or something.
dystopian stuff.
Robots don't
He
have
hears
blood,
voices
so I
from
don't
the
know.
walls and, like any sane kid, investigates it. But before that, all
And
the kids were given the quiz, like, what do you call your parents, and what did you wear for Halloween in the past 5 years? Brian
you know,
decides
it's
to go
kind
fuck
of
with them
weird
and puts
because,
down
like, I
bullshit
watch
answers.
my
They
videos,
place
but
him
I
in a
never
special
seem to
training course
notice,
because
like,
of that.
you,
A girl
like,
warns him
it's
not to
kind of
go into the
like
pattern room, but
this.
he's
I
taken her
probably
against
shouldn't
his
have
will.
worn the blue
They
shirt.
measure every inch
Like,
of his
I
body
wore
and
a
make sure
black
they
shirt
match
normally, but I wanted to wear
specifications.
the blue shirt
It's
for
almost like they're trying to
some
clone
bizarre
him or
reason. I can't
something.
remember why.
He calls his mom,
But that
and
was a
of
bad
course
idea
she
because it
doesn't
just
believe him.
doesn't mesh
But the
right
teacher
with the
takes the
black
phone and
in the
says that he's finishing the
bookcase
course earlier
under
than
the
the
blue
others.
filter.
He's sent back
So
to his room and he hears the whispers
I
of
don't
the next
know,
event and sees children in prison
but
cells. They warn
that
him
could
that the
just be
school is
me
making
nitpicking
robots
my
of the
own
kids and
videos,
sending
which
them
I do
home. He goes
constantly.
out to try to
I
save
mean,
the
I
kids and
watch my
runs
own
into
videos
CJ,
after I
but
finish
it's
them.
too late
I'm not one
because
of those
CJ
people
actually
that
works
just
for them and
puts it
takes him
up
to
and
the
doesn't
cave.
watch it
He's
again.
shoved into the
I
cave
need
and
to
the
watch
teachers
my videos
return
to know how to improve.
Brian
That's
to
what
his
I like.
parents.
Oh, and I'm also
But
sorry about
that's
the overuse of
just
the
it.
goddamn
It
air
actually
quotes.
is
I
Brian.
couldn't figure out a
He slipped
way
out at
to
the last
denote
minute,
the
trapping CJ in the
uh
room and putting his robot in character
not
too. He takes
you
the
know, like
robot's
the
place and returns home and spends a week to
sarcasm and
attempt to save
stuff.
the other kids in the
You
field.
know, I couldn't figure
And
that out.
that was
I
30 Tales to
I
give
had
you
the same
goosebumps.
problem with
It's a fantastic series, and you can
the
bet we're
Before
coming back to
Dishonor
this again in
review.
the
That was
future.
one of the bloopers,
But I
actually,
just
of
want to
me
wish you
doing the
all a
air
happy
quotes and
Halloween,
then
and I hope
saying,
that you
no,
will
that
have
was
fun.
friggin'
Thanks for
stupid.
sticking around for Halloween in the Lair, and I hope you come back next week.
And
He hasn't
I
shut
think
up yet.
I think that's the best name of the storyline I could have done. Oh, and I really like that effect. Oh yeah, this I actually had in the works for a while because I got the idea like it should be some sort of
There is no scent
neurotoxin
on
or
my
something,
senses.
and you know, um, it's some sort of. I always had the idea it should be that. That's actually not the case of prop that it should. Oh god, I'm so sorry that you had to see my gross feet. Coincidentally, my last Halloween video, which didn't go up on Halloween because of Hurricane Sandy,
I do
you
not,
also
sir.
saw my gross feet, but you also saw my gross hairy legs, so you got it better in this one. Take small victories, everyone. And you know, stuff like that. But I also like this, where like I expanded into like he had a fragmented memory, but it comes back when certain events happen. You know, it's like that's how I would think. Like, you have a fragmented memory, then, oh, right, I remember this now. And I honestly really liked that about this. Oh, by the way, that matter scanner replicator thingy.
You were worthless,
That's a CD spindle. Oh, I love this part. I just kind of want to let the awesomeness speak for itself, honestly. Oh, by the way, if you can't tell, that jacket is not black, and it also doesn't fit me very well. Interesting thing, the jacket is actually many sizes too small for me. Uh, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I've had that jacket for a while. Um, since I was in elementary school, so, uh, I mean, it wasn't mine, it was my brother's, and he's slightly bigger than me in build, so, uh, you know, oh, I'm so sorry I couldn't do this in one take. There was just no way. I kept breaking character in it, so I couldn't do it in one take. But I love. I kind of channeled the Seventh Doctor, the unimaginable power, you know, unlimited rice pudding, etc. Like the epic speech part. I could have cropped it a bit more, but I kind of wanted to show it. Oh, this part. This is probably my favorite part of the entire thing, of just like he walks and hits stuff. That's me channeling the 10th Doctor in Family of Blood, where he goes, falls over and he goes, "You shouldn't have let me press all those buttons." And I love the Man in Black.
I may or may not have taken the
You know,
antidote to your
he's
virus,
probably one of my
and
favorite
may
characters.
or may
I
not
swear to you,
have
he's
infected
coming
life
back
with
one
it.
day. I will find a way to bring him back, because I want this guy. He was probably my favorite character to play, in general.
Like Santa.
And yes, the helmet looks goddamn stupid. My brother said the same thing when I showed him. It was supposed to look dumb. I built it out of uh, the the inner shell of a bike helmet and a bunch of random stuff I found in the junk drawer. So, it has a giant hole in the back because I tried to turn it into something, last year, and I never did it, and then I picked it up again and decided to do that.
And you? I'm going to refit the
And
helmet to scan my mind.
also, the reason why I'm not wearing the sweater vest in this scene was because I felt it would be more natural. Like, why would I lay down in the vest? It just makes more sense for me to be my casual attire, if you will. So, that was that. And I like this episode, honestly, because out of all the episodes I've done, this had the most character development. And I put the Halloween in the Lair logo in the back because, last episode of a storyline, yeah. So, I guess I can say this now. Yep, special thanks to my brother in this, because he was my body double for the scene where Mike Sano threw the hypo spray into my chest. Obviously, I couldn't do that myself. Um, you know, this is actually one of my first storylines I've done that was all talk, no battling or anything. So, I kind of like that I figured out a way to make myself dynamic enough to do that. And, yeah, so the end. That was the end of the storyline. Or is it? Haha. Anyway, I'll see y'all later.